We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dragons of Brooklyn taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here we go. Come on, offense. Three.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. But you look at this defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now left side on the swing pass. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Could be worse. And I feel like, no, never mind. This is the worst.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Broncos still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, you know, top of the run, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long. And because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
They'll look to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
You look at this defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That is caught, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
will take this one in for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Down to the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flush to his right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Dragons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Tucker. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Never mind. This is the worst.
Hey, check that. Street.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And quickly, they get to the line. Mahomes now on first down. That pass complete to Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Running left, it's Warren.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
First touchdown on the year.
And And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Hustle, hustle. Panther Street, Panther Street.
On second down, they'll run it here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, if you're up 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll get that complete to Dell.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, come on. Hey.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him.
Touchdown, Broncos! From 21 yards away.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Patrick going to change the play. In motion, the tight end. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling out from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. Taken down at the 42.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Warren will try the right side. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Mahomes. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Right back to him on first down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here comes second down.
Check smash. Check smash. Hurt. Hurt.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Out of the gun now on third down. Well, that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Elliott threw on the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's first down. Mahomes will throw.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because